Liverpool, the atmosphere building very... There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Tries a measured ball. Can he spark a counter here? Seedorf. Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Aimed beyond the defence. Roberto Carlos. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. And here's Mbappe. Ribéry. Brilliantly cut out. Platini. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Nicely aimed pass. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Mbappe.
Milan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
He's had a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with the corner, they're first. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Flings in across. That's put paid to the danger. And it's Ribéry. Knocks it out wide. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Out towards the flank. Cruyff gets flagged offside. Now it's Bale. Knocks it into space. Searching pass he's played there. And that's been won straight back.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Shot. He's having a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And that's been slipped through. Ribéry. And this is Adriano. Shot, surely! And a neat finish. They are purring, truly purring. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of...
We're on the move again. 𝗧𝗲𝗺 gets a foot in and wins the ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's 𝗏𝗏𝗺. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. 𝗧𝗲𝗺. Ribéry providing an outlet on that flank. 𝗧𝗲𝗺.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Bale. And this is Bale. Bale!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Thuram. Nesta. And here's Bale. 𝗧𝗲𝗺. Oh, there's the shot! It's a goal! Right back in the game! Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
That has ended up in no man's land. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Eto'o. Now it's 𝗏𝗏𝗺. Can he get on the end of this? Varane clears without hesitation. Tries a deft little ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's there to belt it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe, never the sort to be shot shy. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. It's 𝗧𝗲𝗺. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram. And it's Nesta. For Ribéry. Tries to play it through. 𝗏𝗏𝗺.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And the shot! He's got a goal! 2! Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Thuram, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. He's picked his way through. Great chance! And he can thump it away. Vieira. Lampard, looking for options for movement. Oh, super find. He is through here. Header! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And it didn't take him long, just sitting on the bench and waiting moments. And that is that. This is a side which is purring